happened was I thought you guys had that had done this the other day, and so my apologies because we had enough time. We could have done this earlier. So when you soak your dates, you always make sure you take your pit out. So let's put two. And again, this is just, we're experimenting.
Cindy, there's no other way to make the nut butter than other through this omega?
Yeah, you can use the Vitamix as well.
Oh, you could, okay.
I'll do that while you do the nuts.
Okay.
I think we're going to use 3.
Yeah, let's just do that for right now. Oh.
Did you try it without the dates?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm not supposed to do dates right now.
Okay, so why don't I do you some first, and then we'll put
So
it to
I
the side.
just want, no, it's okay. I just wanted to know.
I'm not supposed to have dates.
I don't mind. So I'm also going to use some of the coconut butter. So what I did in my learning was we did this first. It's not plugged in.
I got
Turn it on.
Did
Yeah,
you use
thanks.
the small nozzle then, the smallest nozzle?
Yeah, and I
because-
changed that end on there. So it's coming out a little more creamier than the last one did because it was real kind of crunchy. So, and for you that are experts at doing this, you may have another way of doing it. This is my way.
Looks good to us.
I've done nut butter in the food processor.
Say that again?
I've done it in the food processor.
The food processor. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So already it's creamier than what we had the other day. Because remember it was kind of crunchy like.
Some without the dates, and then put some with the dates.
Right. I'm gonna take it back in, and the first part, what I'm gonna do after I do this is I'm gonna mix that coconut oil in here, and then the first part we'll take out for you, and then we'll add dates in the other part of it. Okay.
Okay, so you run it through,
And
then add coconut water oil to that, and
Correct.
then run it through again.
Cindy,
Right.
could we possibly see how it tastes without the coconut?
Sure.
And then put it in just like as a taste kind of test?
And what is this you're making, Sandy?
this is nut butter.
Nut butter.
Oh, nut butter. Oh, okay.
Like that way at least we could see how the difference is.
Sure. Let me see. I had some spoons around here.
The spoons are in there.
Just use the fork.
Oh, they're over there. You want the spoons?
I was gonna say just use the fork and then put some in your hand like
Okay.
that. Okay, then that way we stay clean. And then,
Thanks.
Is it good or what you think?
Is that enough?
Yeah, it's good.
Nah. There we go.
I like it better with coconut oil.
Okay.
Just so we knew, like, because if we
Oh, yeah,
experience
yeah.
at home, then at least, you know.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. You want some? Did you get some? Wade? No, not yet.
Oh, wait.
Okay, this right here. That's going around. So that there's a comparison. I don't know.
Did everybody get it?
So one is with.
This
side's
with the coconut oil. This is just plain.
This the one with the coconut oil.
No, we haven't done it yet. We haven't added it.
It's all the same, no
Want
coconut.
me to help you?
She just put some more in there for, to make sure there's enough to go around.
Okay, thank you.
I'll pass it back.
And so, coconut oil is okay for you though? Okay, so let's put, now this is how I'm doing it. There may be an easier way, and I'm always looking for easier, but for right now, so I'm just gonna kind of mix that in.
Can you guesstimate a tablespoon of coconut oil?
Yeah, I think that was 2.
2 tablespoons.
Uh-huh.
Well, you gonna like this.
Yeah,
So
one
only just so I can get it all mixed in there.
Yeah, I just wondered if the food process would be easier.
It is. Well, it's another way, I shouldn't say easier. But we just want to make sure that we use the omega-2 so that those of us that have that can see,
The
you know,
other
the
way.
versatility, right?
I actually, have done
Oh, what's that?
coconut or almond milk in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You have to be really careful about the amount of fluid you put through.
The amount of,
Fluid you put
Okay.
through it.
so what I'm going to do now, so this has the coconut oil mixed up in there. And I'm going to take some out first for Lynette. So that should be without the coconut oil there.
That's fine.
Here we go.
It'll take a little bit to do this.
Yeah,
There you go, my dear. And then, so now, I'm gonna let that finish running. I'm gonna take the dates and just kind of squish them up. So that is not too sweet. Get all of that out. I love to play with food too, if you guys probably figured it out.
What is
So,
almond?
my, I have a cousin at the family reunion I was telling you guys about a few years ago. He was like, oh, he said, I remember you as a kid, you would make mud pies, real mud pies. And we would try to fake it out like we ate it, and you wouldn't let us. You'd be like, you gotta swallow it. And I was like, and look at what I'm doing now. Basically going back to the same thing, right? So I said, well, even back then I was smart knowing that everything we needed came from the earth. So,
We had it with apples.
so now,
Yeah, the other day, right?
No, today.
Oh, we did? Yeah.
I should say that,
Tastes really
Sandy,
good.
have you read Dr. Action's book called Weed Dirt?
no, I
Yeah,
haven't.
That's his latest book, so.
Would you give me another bowl right quick so I can put this in?
Stainless steel.
Yeah, a stainless steel would be
Yeah,
good.
the one that came up with the Naked Diet.
What's the name of it, Jim? What was the name of it? We Need Earth.
Eat Dirt.
Eat Dirt.
So, you know, on the carrots where we were cutting those tops off, he says that's the best part, that soil biotics that you want in your food.
See, that's what I was talking about too with the broccoli.
Uh-huh.
The Asian cultures, thank you so much. The Asian cultures, they throw the tops away and eat the stem because that's where all the nutrients are, and we do just the opposite. We throw the stem away.
I thought there was somebody in this
Of broccoli. The most nutrients is in the stem.
somebody in this room might know what it's called, but it's a weed, and I think it's pronounced something like Persilla. Do you know what that is? Anyway, it's a common weed that kind of spreads out this way. It's not tall, it spreads
Oh,
out
okay,
in half.
okay.
You see it in sidewalks all the time. Well,
Plantain.
Oh.
Or is it the, what's the other one? I know what it is.
What happened?
Starts with a P. So you see it's something like that.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And it's like a succulent kind
Yeah,
of thing?
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh, that's really
And because you were talking about the Asian culture, this, I think she was Korean. Every morning she'd
Oh,
come
it's
out and
coming
be
from
pulling those weeds out of this. I said, those are weeds, and she goes, oh no, this is a lot of health. in
Well,
this."
that's what this. Well, see, that's the whole process how this all got started with Dr. Ann Wigmore, is that she started eating weeds, and that's how she became better, and that's what the wheatgrass and the energy soup and what all of this is built on.
I'm reading her book now, the
Yeah.
wheatgrass book.
Yeah. So, you know, that's why I was saying yesterday, think a new thought, you know, because we get caught up with what we think is the only way for something to be, and it may be the wrong way. Just like, you know, I was so surprised when I read that email about General Mills and the
Nature Valley.
yeah,
Valley,
yeah. So
Well, when you mentioned that, I thought you were going to mention, I told you I was from Iowa,
Uh-huh.
and that's where Quaker Oats is at, and there's a lawsuit against Quaker Oats because it said 100% natural oats, but there's Roundup in it, so they took them to court.
that's the same thing. Yeah, because these companies, they have, I think they bought stock with the, you know, Monsanto and some of those other
Yeah.
corporations that are out there, or either Monsanto has bought them up. You know, I don't know which is true, but we got to be so careful, and especially because they targeting the children, so they figure, you know, if they can get the children hooked early
Because
enough,
the children
you know,
are the future. Yeah.
They'll
Exactly.
convince the rest of the
They'll
family.
convince the family.
Gotta
If
have
you
this.
ever read some of the ingredients on some of the things that the children like, man, it's really, it's a crime. It really is a crime.
It's like Cheetos, and Cheetos
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
even real
and
food.
those hot things, those
Yeah.
flaming hot. That stuff is poison. So then when I get all of this, I know I'm making a mess, but as soon as I get all of this in, then I'm gonna take a fork and mash it together so that what I haven't gotten truly mixed in there will be mixed in, and then we're gonna pass it around again.
Take it out with the fork.
I'm gonna send you a video. I got the video.
This is one that you just need enough dry. Okay, and that second one there. and that's-
So again, the whole beauty in
And then
this is
one has
figuring
coconut
out
oil
what
in it.
works
Now
for
the third
you,
one she's making the
right?
This is the one with just coconut oil. Just nuts. Now this one she added the coconut oil to it.
So just mixing it up so
Vivian,
that we
right
make
there
sure
is,
everything
a
is
taste of
ground
what she
together
has.
or
The nuts
mixed
is
together
in
really
one,
well.
And then the nuts and coconut oil.
And what was the,
And so this should be a little sweeter than what we had before.
what was the
Now she's
added
sending it through
ingredient
with
in
dates.
this one again?
Say that again. Oh,
Oh, oh, beets.
Dates.
Oh,
Dates.
dates,
Dates.
dates. Okay.
Did you say beets?
Yeah. It'd be all red.
I was wondering, I would love it. Think of
The
it.
nuts, then there was the nuts plus the coconut oil.
Right, and
Then
now
there was
this-
the nuts, coconut oil, and dates.
Dates.
so if you guys want to pass that around.
Here you go. Go ahead.